Hey y'all, today my sister is my model and her bad bitch status has been activated. So I'm using this Organique hair in the length 24 inch. We used a total of 3 packs and the hair was only $12.99 a pack. So right now I'm just parting where her ponytail is going to be sitting. I'm using her brow arches as my guides, and I'm also going to be going to the front to make sure that the sides are even, because you don't want it to be like crooked or anything like that. And then also another good tip when doing this style, make sure you leave the edges out, because we are going to be doing a quick weave and you never want to ever put glue on the edges. But with the method that I'm using, no glue is going to be touching her hair, and I'm going to show y'all exactly what I mean. So I'm just going to leave her other side of her edges out on camera, and then I'm going to be using, I say off camera, not on camera. I'm using Eco Styler to mold her hair down, and I'm actually going to go in the interior of her hair to mold it down, because that wasn't laying down with me just putting it on the top. So I'm just layering the mold so it'll lay flat, and then I'm going to be putting the cap on her hair, and I'm going to use some glue protectant. Now when you're doing quick weaves, I always recommend that you use some type of bond protectant, because what this does is protect the client's hair from the glue. So basically you put the glue protectant on there, and then I spray it with like a Got To Be glue spray just to seal the protectant in place. And what this does is just keep any glue, it keeps any glue residue from actually touching the client's hair. So when it's time to take out the quick weave, all they have to do is just run their hair under hot water, and it basically melts and it leaves no glue residue. So make sure when you're doing your quick weaves, you're protecting the hair with the bond protectant. Okay, and then I'm just gonna go cut off any excess cap, because it's about to be time to do the install. So when I started recording, I realized this wasn't really a good angle because you can't really see what I'm doing. So I am going to switch up my angle, but how I'm starting it out is I'm just putting a couple tracks at the nape, and then I'm going to be going from the sides. And when you're going to the sides and doing them from side to side, you just want to make sure you're kind of curving the tracks. And once I change the angle of the camera, you'll see exactly what I mean. And just by doing it like this, it's going to make it look natural, because we're not doing like the leave out at the back. So this basically gives it like that illusion of hair being left out. You'll see exactly what I mean. I don't really know how to explain it, but I will visually show you exactly what I'm doing. So yeah, just keep on watching. So now this is what I mean when I say curve the tracks when you get to the sides, because you want them to fall going forward. This just helps to hide the tracks. You don't want the tracks to actually show, and it's giving it that nice natural like type of flow. If you have any questions, feel free to comment them in the comment section. I try my best to answer all questions that I see in the comments, so I have no problem answering any questions that you may have. And thank y'all so much for 24K. I feel like we've been doing so good, gaining subscribers on here. So of course I'm gonna keep dropping content for y'all, because I love the gang. Okay, so now I'm just going to go in and straighten the roots with like one pass using my Babyliss 350s. I think that's what these are called. So basically, I just want the ponytail to be nice and sleek. So that's why I'm doing that. And I'm just doing one pass because that's all she needs. So I thought that I would just be able to get it nice and sleek using my slick stick and some Got To Be spray, but I ended up going in with my edge control over top of it too, my Slay by Ray edge control, and that made it have the perfect hold. But you just want it to look nice and sleek. You don't want it to be like lumpy and bumpy, so that's why I went in with the flat iron and laid her hair down. Okay, so now I'm just going to braid her hair down, and then I just use the rubber band to like hold the braid in place. And I'm also going to use a styling strip, and then I'm going to use a rubber band to hold that in place at the bottom, and then cut off the rest of the styling strip that I didn't need. So now I'm just going to glue the track. So now let me tell y'all, this ponytail part was trial and error because this was the third bundle, but I had used some of the third bundle on like the rest of the quick weave that was at the back. And at first, when I first did this ponytail part, it was very thin, and I could not have my sister walking around all thin. So on camera, it does not look like it was thin, but as I'm doing her hair, I could see in the back like it wasn't really covering much, and it just looked really, really skinny. So what I did was took out like 2 tracks in the back because the hair is so full, as y'all are going to see. By me taking out 2 tracks in the back, it didn't take away from the look of the quick weave in the back. And plus, like I said, I had used some of that third bundle in the quick weave anyway, so I just took out some of that so I could have it for the ponytail because we used all 3 packs, but the ponytail just needed like 2 more tracks for a fuller look. So this first look that you're going to see is not the final look. Like I said, it doesn't look too bad on camera, but in person it was thin. So by that second time, we were like, oh hell yeah, this is it. But keep on watching, y'all. So you're going to see exactly what I mean. See right here, it didn't look bad on camera, but child, when I went to the back, I was like, girl, if the wind blows, nothing is going to be covered. So we're going to go in and add 2 more tracks to this ponytail because, like I said, it doesn't look bad on camera, but in person, I knew it needed some more TLC. And another tip, I took some black hairspray where her part is and where the tracks and the part connects, and I just sprayed some right there just to camouflage where her tracks are, because with the half up, half down, you don't always have to leave out hair, especially if the hair is curly and then your client has straight hair. Like my sister's hair is straight, so the hair is curly, so I didn't want to leave any of her hair out, but you're not going to be able to see anyway. But I just wanted to spray some of the spray just so like it is camouflage, just in case like she was at work or something and she moved the wrong way. But don't worry, her tracks are not going to show. I loved how it came out this second time. We were like, oh yeah, we in the money. This is it. You sexy, you fly, you cute. And then I took some mousse and I just ran my hands through it with the mousse. The mousse actually helped it calm down because the hair was big. Like she wanted her hair really nice and full, but the mousse gave it a nice shine and it calmed it down just a little bit. But it didn't really need to be calmed down too much. But my sister loves full big hair. We're big hair girls, and look at this. She's fly. Thank you for watching.